today we are going to, by the way, I don't have this on because I'm doing Audacity. It's way easier for changing those tracks. Today we're going to be making a VR game on Roblox. It's not that hard to do. It is, but it's not. So you're going to want to make sure you have a VR. This tutorial is kind of meaning of a VR, and you want to make sure you have the Oculus app, which is this. You're going to want to open it and press AirLink. Whichever one, if you have a link cable, you can do this, or like any cable that's a C to plug into your headset. This is the Quest 2, though. You can do this with other headsets, that's what this tutorial is meant for. So I'm going to use AirLink Wireless. So now we're going to go onto the headset. I don't have footage for the headset. If you have a pin, type in your pin. You just want to go onto your headset and make sure you have everything set up. What you're going to want to do is press where it says like the time and the battery and stuff. It should bring you up to like a little settings menu. And you're going to want to click Quest Link. And since I'm using AirLink at the top, I'm going to press Use AirLink. Now it'll show my computer. I press Pair. And this is the code that I got. I'll probably blur it though. I just press continue, and now I can launch it. You'll see my cursor moving in like a shaky way in a second. Let me open up my images, or my thing. So now my mouse is on the Oculus and everything. And for further proof right here. This is my Oculus. It's connected right now. And so you guys can see what I see. To make it a bit easier, I'm gonna go here, go to Program Files, go to Oculus. This is a fun little tip if you guys didn't know. Go to Support. Nope, not Dash. Diagnostics. And then Oculus Mirror. And then you'll see what the Oculus sees. This is so when I'm playtesting, I may be able to show you. Here, this was just a test. Okay. You have to close Studio if you had it open before. That's trippy. You're gonna want to reopen Studio if you had to close it, because the VR actually, doesn't work unless you have it. Okay, I'm gonna set everything down, and oh crap, 1 second. As I was saying, I'm gonna set everything down, like my headset and stuff, for my Oculus. What I'm gonna wanna do is create a new base plate. It can be classic, it can be any of these. Okay, now in Starter Pack, it can be Starter GUI, but Starter Pack seems better. Make a local script, and now we're gonna, here, let me actually put my VR down for a second. Now we're gonna do game, repeat, wait until game is loaded. This will make sure that everything is like loaded, so like the character and stuff can be there. Local player equals game dot players dot get service players dot local player. That just makes it easier. Local character equals player dot character or player dot character added. This little bit at the end is just so that it'll wait for the character and then get the character. Local camera equals game.workspace.camera. No, current camera. No, that's just like the camera. Local starter GUI equals game get service starter GUI. Local run service equals game get service run service. Local input service equals game get service user input service. And we're just, to make it nice and neat, we're gonna do this and say variables with a few backslashes like that. You could also do that, but these little things make it so it works. Now we're gonna do the basic scripts. Camera.camera type equals enum.camera type.scriptable. We don't want to do scriptable because, well, first of all, it's unreliable to enum because this stores like all the variables. Yet this is just like you have to know the variable, but enum shows you which variable are which. Now we're gonna do camera.headScale equals 1. Starter GUI set core VR laser pointer mode in quotes 0. Starter GUI set core VR enable controller models false. This will just make it so we can show our characters custom hands and also not have the red and green laser coming out of your right hand. This one just makes it so you can see your hands, like your fake hands that were made by us later in the code, without having a Oculus controller or anything. Now, what we're gonna do is do character.humanoid root part dot anchored equals true. Workspace.currentCamera.cFrame equals character.head.cFrame. And make sure we have that, the capital. And then we're going to do character.primaryPart.cFrame times equals cFrame.new 0 100 0. This makes it so that you can't see your own character. If you want the character to actually be your character, like without making fake farts, let me know in the comments. Now, we're gonna do basic functions. And then we're gonna do another basic functions quote, so that we have what's not really quote. Now we're gonna do local function create object name. Now what we're gonna do is if object equals head, then local head equals instance.new part head.size equals vector3.new 0.5.5.5 head.name equals name head.color equals character.head.color head.parent equals character head.cFrame equals character dot humanoid root part C frame. Head dot anchored equals true. Head dot can collide equals false. Head dot material equals enum dot material dot smooth plastic. This makes it so the top and the bottom don't have studs on them, which is for some reason a problem. And then we're gonna do local mesh equals instance dot new special mesh head. And this just makes a part have the, let me show you. This just makes the part have the head shape. Like that. As long as it's a square, it'll have the shape. So if I were like 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, I just realized how small that is. But nonetheless, it would work. Probably gonna make it 1, 1, 1 though. This is just to make it a bit bigger. Now we're gonna do return head. And then we're gonna do else if object equals torso, then local sphere equals, wait, I'm dumb. That's meant for the next part. Local torso. I'm trying to remember this stuff. Character dot torso. Yeah, it's literally just the normal torso. Actually, what we can do up here too is do character dot head. There we go. Now it's kind of all the same stuff right here, but we don't want to copy it because it's different. Torso dot size equals vector3 dot new 0.75, 0.75, 0.375. Torso dot name equals name. I don't know why we need that. We're just gonna set it to like its name, I guess then. Torso dot color equals character dot torso dot color. These are kind of remaining functions that I have here. Like color and name. It's just because it makes it easier to make sure everything is good. Anchored equals true. Torso dot can collide equals false. Oh yeah, should I explain this? Okay, this just makes it so if you are walking to a wall, you can't make it fall over. Because we're using the client right now instead of the server for knocking over and touching stuff, which would be bad. Torso dot material equals enum dot material dot smooth plastic, and we can just return torso. And now we're gonna go to hand. This is gonna be a long one. At least we don't have to do both hands. We can only make it one hand. Well, we can make it one hand, or we can do both hands, but that's this will do it for us. Local sphere equals instance dot new part sphere dot anchored equals true. Sphere dot can collide equals false. Sphere dot parent equals character. Sphere dot C frame equals character dot humanoid root part dot C frame. Sphere dot shape equals enum dot part type dot ball. Sphere dot color equals colors 3 dot new 0.51. You can make this any color. but this one seems most appealing to me. It's a soothe blue, like a soothing type of blue. It's kind of relaxing for some reason. Sphere dot material equals enum dot material dot force field. Sphere dot size equals vector 3 dot new 0.3 0.3 0.3. Sphere dot name equals sphere. Okay. So we're gonna do space 3 times sphere dot parent equals hand. You'll understand that in a second. So we're gonna put this in the middle of the two. Do local hand equals instance dot new part. You want this to kind of just be the hand. Hand dot position equals sphere dot position plus vector 3 dot new 0 0.3. Actually, what I'm gonna do is remove this last part, and then we're just gonna continue on doing this. Hand dot size equals vector 3 dot new 0.4 0.41. Hand dot transparency equals 0. Hand dot color equals character name dot color. This is in case we have here, I'll show you. Don't mind the head. The R6 characters glitch on the head. We have someone that's like have their left arm being red and then their right arm being green, like this. So if their left arm is red, their left arm will be red. If their right arm is green, their right arm will be green. But the right arm won't be red if their left arm is red, which is pretty cool that we can do that. Hand dot material equals enum dot material dot smooth plastic. Once again, it removes the studs. Hand dot can collide equals true. Hand dot anchored equals false. Hand dot name equals name. Also, yes, these are meant to be like this. I'll explain it to you in a second. We actually have to get to that point in the script. Hand dot transparency equals 0.5. I don't know why we don't do that here. I guess I'll do that here then. It's something in my original script that I was testing on. Hand dot parent equals, well, sphere. Local attachment equals, we don't want a capital here. Attachment equals instance dot new attachment. Local, wait, no. Attachment dot parent equals sphere. We're gonna wanna copy the script right here and just call it 2 and get it to hand. And now we're gonna do attachment 2 dot position equals vector 3 dot new 0 0 minus 0.3. The middle of the hand is 0.3 away from the sphere, so 0.3 away from the middle of the hand will be where the sphere is, so that's where the hand will go. And yep, you might have guessed it. New weld equals instance dot new. I don't know why I have that like that. I'm pretty sure there's an old weld somewhere. Align position. New weld dot attachment 0 equals attachment 2. New weld dot attachment 1 equals attachment. Also return hands, so we have that, so we don't have to type it. New weld dot parent equals sphere. new well.responsiveness equals 50. New well.name equals sphere to hand p. And now what we're gonna do is just copy this, change everything here, and then set this to R and call this align orientation, and it's kind of just the same exact thing. So that's what we have for our creating object script. You can test it, but we don't have anything yet. So we want to do local left hand equals create hand right. Why is that in my original script? Left arm. Local right hand equals create hand. No wonder people said the arms had the coloring off. Local head equals create head. Local head equals create torso. Oh, this is just because my headset kind of timed out, probably. Input service dot user cframe changed. Connect function part move. Now what we're gonna want to do is if part equals enum dot user cframe dot left hand, then left hand dot cframe equals, wait, I have to have this capital or it won't work, equals camera dot cframe times move. Now we can can just copy this, change this to right hand, and boom, right hand. And now what we want to do is copy this, and then user cframe dot head, and then do head dot cframe. It's literally all the same. And then do torso dot orientation equals vector3 dot new head dot orientation dot x divided by 4. Head dot orientation dot y 0. This will make it so if you look down, your torso will look down a little, and then right here, oh, I forgot to set this to torso. And then right here, it'll make it so if you look left and right, the torso will make it look left and right. And we don't want this because that's tilting. Like this. I mean, maybe we could. There you go. Head dot orientation dot z divided by 4. Now what we're gonna do is do torso dot position equals vector3 dot new head dot position dot x head dot position dot y minus 1 head dot position dot z. Okay, let me make sure my headset is connected to the Oculus link. Just take a second. Oh, it's hot. Maybe I should just casually put it to sleep. Okay, now when I press play, and now it should show up. And now we look at our error. Okay. I see where our error happened. What we need to do is go to game settings, save it to Roblox, call it whatever you want. It can only be for computer unless you happen to make it like a chatting game. but I'm gonna make mine only for a computer. Turn off team create unless you're making this with a friend. Now we go back to game settings, avatar. Funny little thing, by the way, it shows your avatar. And then you just change it to R6 and you'll see it's changing to R6. You want to press save and then yes. Oh crap. Oh, I have to grab my controller. Now there should be an error showing. I'll be honest, I need to reopen Roblox Studio because my thing, but I can't see if it's doing the right thing or not, so I kind of have to stop and completely either reopen the game let me see, is this the right? Okay. I'm gonna see if it works. It does not. Okay. Okay, what I'm gonna do is reopen Roblox Studio. I'll be back with you when I do that. Okay, Roblox Studio is now open and I'm loading back up the game. Making sure, okay, my things are indeed recording. What I'm gonna wanna do is now test it to see if it's correct. Let me open up Oculus Mirror for you guys so you guys can see what I'm seeing. Okay, Oculus Mirror. Oculus Mirror crashed. That is not normal. Probably because I alt-tabbed it or like it disconnected. So, pretty sure that an error happened here. Oh, I think I know what might have happened. Let's go back to Studio. Press stop. And what we're going to want to do is go to Starter Pack. Do this. And also, not return hand, return sphere. Now we're going to reopen everything. Now you'll see it'll try to move to the sphere. So here, let me give you guys an example and also the torso. Let's stop. Go to here and let's go to the main game. Make it just a slab of one block, and then right about here, I think this is a place that I can reach. We'll put a big block, and then we try to. 1 minute, my monitor's right there. I have to I'll put it behind the spawn then. Now if I turn around, it should be there. Okay, let me turn it around. And then you see, we push it and it'll push. Now let's anchor it so I can show you what'll happen. I'm quite liking the physics. 1 minute, checking my Discord. Okay, let's anchor it. And now, if we touch it, our hand won't go through, but our sphere will. It's very simple VR physics, and I didn't learn it for like 6 years, but... Well, not really 6 years. Oh, yeah, no, 6 years. Man, time flies. Anyway, right here, you can see the back, the sides, and everything. It all works. And also, for both hands, you can, if you guys ever have played Phasmophobia, there's a glitch where if you put two items together, they will spin, and I think you might be able to do that. If it was less responsive, you definitely would be able to do that. As you can see, it's already spinning, trying to go back to its original location. Okay, let's stop. I'm gonna put my VR back down. And put my controllers on the desk. Now we're gonna keep that there for testing. And now that we have all this, let me see what I have to do next. This video will not go over grabbing. Just as a heads up, now we're going to do input, because we're going to do grabbing actually next episode. Input service, input changed. Oh man, it's getting laggy. Did my Audacity break? Input change okay, now it's actually getting laggy. What the heck? Make sure you publish again so all your stuff saves. If the same thing is happening to you right now, reopen Roblox Studio. We don't need to have this closed. I accidentally closed it. And then we're gonna go to VR game tutorial. I'm probably gonna have to reopen Studio again. It's whatever. And lag is gone. Input changed. Connect function. Input. Processed. If not processed, then if input.keycode equals enum.keycode.thumbstick1, then we'll do that later. Also, if input.keycode equals enum.keycode.thumbstick2, then rx equals input.position.x. ry equals input.position.y. You don't want to put locals on these because we're actually going to use them as globals. Rx equals 0, ry equals 0, turn speed equals 0.025. We're going to do smooth turning. You can modify the script to change that. I just don't get motion sick in VR. Run service.render stepped. Heck, you could use my script to make a setting for it. Function dt. If rx greater than 0.15, then camera.cframe equals camera. Wait, did I say camera? Oh wait, yeah, no, I meant to be doing camera. We're actually gonna do times equals here. cframe.angles 0 minus turn speed 0. Else if rx below point minus 15. Wait, minus 0.15, then camera.cframe times equals cframe.angles 0 turn speed 0. Then else camera.cframe times equals cframe.angles 0 0 0. That'll just make it so it'll completely stop the turning. Because there was a glitch that I had once where it wouldn't stop the turning. And that should be kind of it for our episode 1. If you enjoyed, comment down below what I should be doing next. Like, if you want me to continue this series, just leave a like. You can comment what I should add to it. Other than that, this time it is 100% my original code. Unlike Gamer Ryan's framework. Have a very, very, very good day.